So the Indians being put into bat, but this is what the two teams are playing for, the Coca-Cola Singapore Challenge Trophy. And the teams for today's game, India. Tendulkar there, the captain. Sadak open, Ramesh, he'll open the batting with Tendulkar. Rahul Dravid, 3, Ganguly 4. Vinod Kamble gets another opportunity. He failed yesterday. Robin Singh, Nikhil Chopra, Sunil Joshi, Anil Kumble. So 3 spinners, Prasad and Mohanty. The 2 Indian openers going out there to the centre.
Third man, caught, beautifully caught. Well, Hendy Bryan caught it, dropped it, caught it, dropped it, caught it, dropped it, and finally caught it.
It's gone for duck. Not often do you see that happening.
Rahul Dravid comes in uncommonly early here. Double! Oh, that's a strange shot. It'll come for 5. No ball from Dylan.
Scored 29 of 58 balls in the last innings. He's on strike now.
Nicely played away off the legs. That's gone for 4. Beautiful shot by Dravid. He's very strong in that area. And that's a good positive stroke.
Not to bowl wides and no balls is something that is on top of his mind, Bowen Dillon. The reason he's not looking in good rhythm. He hasn't found his line as yet. This is a gift to an Indian batsman. Over pitch on the leg side.
Backed away. Got the whip on it. And that's a bad piece of fielding. Bowen Dillon not having a good time. Really, that was quite slack. Went at it with one hand. Got around pretty well.
The shout of catch it as he played this shot. There is a bit of bounce in the track and not right on top of that one, but enough bat on it. And he had it covered almost.
Lara's been very good with his field placings.
Pulled away straight to Lara. Didn't quite middle it. Simple catch for the West Indian captain. India have lost their second wicket here.
Well, it's amazing what happens when you're in wicket-taking form as Rion King is. Even the loose deliveries can pick you up a wicket. On this occasion, Lara has placed himself perfectly, and that was a poor shot, really. Ramesh will be disappointed with that dismissal. India in trouble at 27 for
2. So Sourav Ganguly is the new man out there for the Indians. They've lost their second wicket in this fashion.
Ramesh is always going to have problems playing the pull shot for a couple of reasons. One, he doesn't go back with his back foot, so he has less room to play the shot. And secondly, he pulls with the bat below the ball, so he's coming up on it all the time, which means that he's going to hit it in the air.
So Brian Lara will be very happy with the way things have gone so far. West Indies in control at the moment. Hendy Bryan being introduced into the attack. He replaces Walsh. And he's welcome to the bowling crease with that shot from Rahul Dravid.
Scores a lot of his runs square of the wicket, Rahul Dravid. He does it with 2 shots. This one, the forcing shot off the back foot, hits it just behind point. He's also a good square cutter. And he does love to play away square of the wicket. That's a nice shot. Strong off the back foot, Rahul Dravid.
That's a good shot at the back foot. Good timing. And the ball will reach the boundary. A chase there for Courtney Walsh. He took the young kid with him. Couldn't pull the ball back. So welcome boundary here for the Indians.
Courtney Walsh did very well on two counts there. It was obviously a bit slippery out there, so he decided to pull up, and the poor young kid who was trying to do the right thing and grab the ball, Courtney, being a very gentle person, has grabbed hold of the kid, lifted him off the ground so that he wasn't running backwards and probably going to go head over heels into that table. So Courtney Walsh did a very good job there.
That's a cracking drive. Again through the offside by Ganguly. Second boundary of the over. 12 overs have been bowled here. India 41 for 2.
Bryan continues now to Ganguly. pulled away, short, and a good ball shot on the gap. Ganguly looking in very good form.
The ploy here by Brian Lara is to attack the batsman in the first 3 balls of the over. He had 6 men inside the 30 yards. So there was the chance of hitting a boundary. There's no men in the deep. Ganguly did well there, and Brian Lara, as Hendy Brian ran in to bowl, the first ball was saying, don't give anything away, Hendy. So he knew the importance of the first few balls.
And he's hit that right through the fielder. So Hendy Bryan won't be in the good books with his captain. A long hop pulled away for 4. Or a low full toss stroked through the fielder where he should have been cut off.
Well, the field is set for some tight bowling, but that's not been the case. The first 2 balls, one short, one loose and wide.
Cracked away, it's gone for 4. This is bad bowling here by Brian. He's had a good tournament up to now, but he's given Ganguly room outside the off stump. That's asking for it.
Well, I think Brian Lara took a bit of a chance here, giving Hendy Bryan another over. The last over that he bowled went for a few runs, especially from the left-hander, and that continues. So it was time for Brian Lara to walk up to Hendy Bryan after this, talk to him.
That's a good shot. That should go all the way. So Dravid there, not trying to hit it too hard, concentrating on the placement and bringing up the 50-run partnership with that boundary.
Brian Lara has left the gap straight, which is rare for a captain to do. You usually want to close off the straight hits and make the batsman just hit across the line a little bit. On this occasion, a good firm stroke has got it past Lara.
That's put away past mid-wicket. And in spite of a good effort in the deep, it's still a boundary for Rahul Dravid. He had enough time to rock back onto that back foot of his.
That's a bad ball from Perry. Long hop, and Dravid is very, very strong on the back foot. On that occasion, he pulled it beautifully. He opens up magnificently when he plays away there through the onside.
Well, he's given the charge here, and he's got it away to the fence. Good use of his feet. He knew something was going to give here. Ganguly has brought up the 100 with the boundary.
Well, immediately Ganguly has set the bowler and the captain a poser. Bowler decided to have mid-off very straight, and by good use of the feet, Ganguly was able to get into position to hit that through the covers. Seems to deliver that one loose ball and over, Nehemiah Perry.
That's up in the air. The opportunities here for the West Indies, and that's a brilliant catch in the deep. Mervyn Dillon has taken a blinder. That ball was travelling, and not only did he judge it well, he's caught it with 2 hands. Let's hope he's not injured himself here.
That's a good catch by Dillon, but what sort of price has he paid? He had to throw himself at the last minute. Good catch, but he's really jarred his shoulder there in landing. I think what he was trying to do was roll so that he didn't hit the ground too hard and have the ball jolt out. But I think he's jarred his right shoulder. Ganguly's gone for 46, and India 105 for 3.
So 105 for 3. Vinod Kamble has come out to the middle, and to tell you more, Tony Kozia and Sanjay Manjrekar.
Let's have a look at that wonderful catch by Merv Dillon. Wide to his right, full length stretch, 2 hands, injured himself on falling, but a very vital wicket. Very athletic individual, Merv Dillon. If you can have a fast bowler who can catch like this, not a bad effort.
Kamble likes to play a big shot against the spinners and get himself in. That score of 11 was 1-6. Played against the bowler, who is now ready to bowl to him.
Beautifully bowled. Appeal for a stumping. Rudy Kurtzson has given him. Doesn't worry for the replay. Beautifully bowled. Perfect off spinner's delivery to a left hander. Beat him in flight, turned away from him, and the stumping completed.
Well, this is top class off spin. A lot of bite Perry got from the wicket on this occasion. Vinod Kamble is a good player of spin. Very rarely do you see him missing a spinner completely. On this occasion, that was the case, and struggled to get back to crease. So the misery continues for Vinod Kamble. He's gone for one. The fourth wicket down for 108.
To replace Vinod Kamble, the second wicket for Perry in the space of 3 balls.
Well, it's an off spinner's dream wicket. Getting Vinod Kamble to stretch onto that front foot. Couldn't get back into the crease. Bowling round the wicket and leaving the left-hander. It's a lovely ball.
Edged, they all out. Edged enough and will go for 4.
Nikhil Chopra's uncertain batting display continues. Again, trying to cut it towards point. Got the edge.
Yes, the West Indies have done a good job. They kept India under control yesterday after some bad bowling early on. Today they got away to a good start and they've kept the clamps on.
So 50 for Rahul Dravid. His 20th in one-day international cricket. He's had to work hard for it. It's 137 for 4. He's found the gap on the onside. That will go away to the boundary. He does play that shot well, Rahul Dravid. Once again, he picked the length up quickly.
Jimmy Adams, I bet he knows that he shouldn't be bowling short to Rahul Dravid. And that's one of the problems when you're a part-time bowler. It's in your mind, don't bowl short, and the first thing you do is drag it down.
Partnership. Well, that's nicely played by Chopra this time. That's a very good shot. He had the width, but it still had to be put away.
Guided this ball beautifully, Chopra. Got a slightly short delivery, and you see the way he just angled it, just good use of the wrists. Able to get it right into the gap.
That's punched down the ground for 4. Dravid going nicely through the shot.
One of the great things about Rahul Dravid's batting, he knows exactly what he can do. And just as importantly, he knows what he can't do, and he doesn't go outside those parameters. Just a slightly lofted shot, really just a very good cricket shot. You don't see Dravid too often trying to hit big shots.
And again, he's gone through the onside. That's an even better shot.
Really was the drive that brought about the next delivery. Dillon tried to pitch a bit shorter, not wanting to give him anything to drive, and made the mistake of pitching too short.
And he's beaten that one. That's gone all the way for 6.
And suddenly some headaches now for Brian Lara. Mervyn Dillon is struggling. I think that's the reason why Nehemiah Perry is bowling this over. That takes them to the combination of spinners to 11 overs.
That's pulled away and out of the ground. He's playing this shot really well, Chopra. We saw him pull Mervyn Dillon for 4. But this time, he's hit it out of the ground.
West Indies bowling has come apart at the seams a little in the last few overs. Some very poor deliveries, particularly short. And Chopra enjoying that pull shot.
He's performed well with the bat at the domestic level. A sensible head on his shoulders when he has the ball as well as the bat in the hand. Now this inning will give him a lot of confidence. He can do well with the bat as well at the international level. Takes him to 50. Couple to Nikhil Chopra. It's 51 of 52 balls. blue for Nikhil Chopra, and more importantly for Indian cricket, it's important that you have a batsman like him in the lower order.
Perry continues and is hit hard, high and out of the ground. Second six off Perry. 100-run partnership, and what a way to raise it. Picked it up beautifully. Second six for Chopra off Perry, his third in the innings.
He's always been a shrewd cricketer. What he needed was that initial confidence to excel with the bat. Once he's got that, you can see
in the air, and the keeper is under it. Taken, so Chopra's fine innings comes to an end, rather an anticlimax. Perry gets his third wicket, but he's done more than what the captain would have asked. Century partnership between himself and Dravid, dominated by Nikhil Chopra. India 210 for 5.
such a valuable innings for the side. Nikhil Chopra having a dream run with the bat today until that shot. It's easy to get carried away from a youngster having his first great innings at this level. He's gone for 61 of just 60 balls. It's 5 wickets down for 210.
Your batsman is Robin Singh. He comes in to replace Nikhil Chopra, who made that superb 61 of 60 balls. He's hit that high. That's long too. Got hold of that. Nehemiah Perry has been clobbered today. Dravid squares to 6. He really launched himself into that.
Well, it needed a 6 to bring a smile on Rahul Dravid's face. Picked it up well, gave himself a lot of space to get his bat through the line. Bowling round the wicket, making room for himself is important.
Well, there's that sign, the ask widget. Catch in the crowd. Today it's worth $500. And a catch by one of the stewards there in the front. He lifts the ball. That's $500 in his pocket. Straight into the hands of Griffith at log on. Couldn't have picked him out more accurately. Robin Singh goes, and the wicket for Jimmy Adams. So the 6-wicket falls at 224.
Yes, I believe the substitute fielder Griffith is one of the better fielders in the West Indian side, and look how relaxed he was in taking that catch. It was a flat hit, so I'm sure he saw the ball from the crowd, the background of the crowd. Ian looked very, very confident taking that catch. Singh gone for 2, it's 6 for 224.
So Dravid now within 2 of another 100 in one-day internationals. The crowd waiting for it. It's been another big crowd today.
It's a great example of what can happen if you stay till the end of the innings. Here is Rahul Dravid batting in the 50th over, 2 runs short of his 100.
Now just 1 run short of his 100. He'll come back for the second. That'll be his 100. Rahul Dravid reaches his 5th 100 in one-day internationals. And somebody's happy.
The last ball of the innings.
Out the long off. Joshi will come back for a second, and it's a wayward throw. They'll get the second run comfortably. That's the end of the innings. India have done well to reach 254 for 6. And there is the man of the moment, Rahul Dravid, getting the acclaim of his captain and the jubilant Indian fans here for his 600 in one-day internationals.
He's going a long way across, and umpire Kurtzen has given him out. Sherwin Campbell, I think, was getting a long way across, looking to work the ball on the onside at every opportunity, and he's paid dearly for missing that one.
Well, you'll see in the slow motion, it's plumb leg before decision on that hit middle. But Campbell is not aware that he's come in so much to play that shot on the leg side. When given out, he looked a bit surprised, looked behind as to where he could have been. When he looks at that action replay in the dressing room, he knows he was plumb in front. The first wicket for India, and Debashish Mahanti in the wicket-taking act again. Gone for 1, Campbell, 1 for 2.
Well, with the loss of an early wicket, Jimmy Adams has come in at number 3 to face Mahanti. Mahanti with his confidence up at the moment. 5 overs. West Indies having a real struggle on their hands. That will ease the pressure a little bit. With fine leg up, Ridley Jacobs picks up a boundary.
That's a big hit. That's the first 6 of this West Indian innings. That's a typical Ridley Jacobs shot.
As you say, that is a Ridley Jacobs shot. Remember him playing it against Wasim Akram in the very first World Cup match. Lofted him over square leg. He's a strong man. Picked it up early. Just on the leg stump. Gave himself leverage, but under it, that's gone. Shot. Big blow. Now they're level on wickets. With Mohanty bowling Jacobs all over the place. Big blow for India.
Yes, Mohanty sticking to the basics here. Bowling straight, keeping the ball up to the bat. Inviting the left-hander to play across the line. And this was bang on target. The off stump goes for a walk. And so does Ridley Jacobs now on his way back to the pavilion. 2 gone for the West Indies, 31 runs on the board.
As always, depending on him, but even more so now on the dismissal of Ridley Jacobs, going right across the line, off stump, out of the ground. Here's Mohanty, both wickets to him so far. Lara isn't messing around, taking advantage of the field restrictions to go with the top of mid-wicket. He's announced his intentions very quickly. 37 for 2.
Just a bit short on that occasion. Not much, but it doesn't need to be much with this man at the crease.
Like Sachin Tendulkar, very quick to get into position. Sees the loose ball very early. It's not the loose ball that you get to see. It's loose for Brian Lara, all right. Didn't get the middle of the bat, but the big backlift. But the power and power again. Vacant mid-wicket area. Few bounces comfortably into the boundary line.
Well, this is the class of Brian Lara. That's not a bad delivery to most batsmen. And he just dismissed it with disdain. Coming around the wicket, so any captain would be happy to concede 2 fours to Lara and then get him.
Big celebrations here in the crowd as well as on the field. All Indian players together, and Nikhil Chopra is the man of the day so far. Pitched it right up, and I think that did the trick. Got a bit of inside edge as well. It's looking to play it again into the mid-wicket area. Captain is pleased. So are everyone. Brian Lara on his way back. He's gone for 18. 3 for 16.
Shubharan Chanderpaul comes out, takes guard and then marks it with the bail. What a day it's been for Nikhil Chopra. And he may just have announced himself at international level. Played a very good innings. Now he's got rid of Brian Lara by an inside edge.
3 wickets for the Indians. 1 slip in position, Nikhil Chopra.
And a big shout there. That's very well caught by Ganguly. Came forward and grabbed it just before it hit the turf.
A little while earlier you had Chanderpaul playing into the hands of the short leg fielder. This time it's Jimmy Adams' turn. Play into the hands of the first slip. Was in position, Saurav Ganguly. Very low catch, barely reached to Saurav Ganguly. Latched on, just in the nick of time. Everybody jumping up in joy. Adam departs for 21. It's 4 down for 67. Last match of the tournament, and there is some help for the bowlers now. Perry got a few off-spinners to turn. Chopra's turn to get some turn, and Powell immediately launches into the drive that we've seen so often in this tournament. Doesn't take long to find his touch, Ricardo Powell.
Because if this man's in for a little while longer, he'll get the scoreboard moving in that fashion. effortless hit. It was just an extension of the arms, but the ball has disappeared into the crowd. Just shows you the strength of this individual.
I never looked when he hit it, and he hit it inside out, as if it was going all the way. Not only did it go all the way, it went into the stands. That's beautifully played. That was a superb shot. The timing, the open face, 4 runs, beautifully played. He's been in trouble in this over. Outside edge, a drop to catch, and yet he can play that sort of shot.
Yes, he's literally watched this ball onto the face of the bat. Just angled it, opened the face of the blade, got it wide of Kamble, and again Kumble's pace was good enough for the ball to reach the fence. Just use the bowler's pace here.
He's put that down to square leg. Not where he wanted, but 4 more nevertheless.
Well, he'll keep the scoreboard moving, Ricardo Powell. He was really looking at the spot between long on and deep mid-wicket. His eyes lit up when he saw that ball pitched up.
Absolutely straight down the ground for 6. Absolutely no problem whatever. Just came forward and almost the easiest thing in the world, hit it right back over the bowler's head into the advertising board. He really is a powerful man, and that's a good straight hit.
He's mishit that, and he'll be caught. Full toss, he was looking for the 6, but you could just hear the hit. It hit a little bit high on the bat, he got a bit of a top edge, and it wasn't quite enough to get it over the rope.
It's not easy to loft a full toss, a low full toss, and that was the intention. And man of the day, Rahul Chopra in action again, trying to pitch it full, get it into the block hole, trying to hit it straight down the wicket with a horizontal bat. Only 1 point of impact when you try that. Chanderpaul gone for 20, and it's 128 for 5.
Nehemiah Perry coming in at number 7. It's coming our way about 50 metres past us, I think. 50 for Ricardo Powell. West Indies 144 for 5.
He's hit that hard. He's hit that very hard. That's gone a long way.
Now that's a very big hit. When the ball hit the bat here, there was a tremendous noise. It's gone right off the center of the bat. The wrist square leg, Mohanty, he's just a spectator. The ball sails over those marquees in the background. When this man hits the ball, it stays hit.
He's hit that hard too. In danger down there in the hospitality tents. Didn't quite carry all the way this time.
It'll be interesting to see if he's attempted the slower delivery here, Venkatesh Prasad. It was short, but again, very well picked up by Ricardo Powell. Got into position quickly and hammered it. It's an attempted slower delivery. Powell has been there long enough to deal with those.
That's gone. Another one. That's gone, Miles. Into the trees. Another 6 for Ricardo Powell.
Well, this man is dealing in 6s at the moment. That's a tremendous hit against the spin. Didn't matter whether Joshi was pitching into the rough or not. Powell picked his spot and hammered it again out of the ground.
No, he can't. First ball short onto the roof of the temporary stands out there. Another 6 for Ricardo Powell.
Well, what a welcome to the bowling crease for Saurav Ganguly. We've seen Ricardo Powell play these shots right through this tournament, and that's as good as any he's played. It's landed on the roof.
That's gone. That's a huge. That's gone into the road behind. That's another 6. He moves on now to 97.
Well, he didn't get that one right. it was right in that arc where he was hoping to hit. It was pitched there on middle and leg, and it disappeared.
And he's 99, one away from what will be his first 100 in international cricket. There it is. Brilliant innings from Ricardo Powell. You will not see a better knock played than that. 20-year-old Jamaican in only his 5th one-day international for the West Indies, and making a quite exceptional 100.
Perry has decided that perhaps he should go for a few big hits, and he's found the boundary. There's been a very good contribution from Nehemiah Perry.
Well, the cricket ball is now running West Indian way. The Indians were unlucky not to get Ricardo Powell in the last over, and again this was a complete mistime, but still finding the gap, and 4 valuable runs for West Indies.
That one's well struck. So Perry, I'd say, has decided that he's going to give his partner a bit of a breather. If he can whack a couple of boundaries, that means Powell can just settle down a little bit. Good innings from Perry.
It's a very matured innings by Perry. He's an experienced man, not at the international level, but by age, just relieve the pressure from Ricardo Powell, just as Nikhil Chopra had done for Rahul Dravid.
It's wide of the man. Well taken by the guy in the crowd. In fact, it might be one of the ground staff.
He's got such natural attacking instincts. I'm sure it's the last over Anil Kumble is bowling, and the thing in his mind would be to just play out the over. And Kumble just short in length and quick to latch onto that one.
Is that going to carry to mid-off? It's carried over mid-off. It was hit like a rocket. Mid-off actually thought he had a chance, started to come in, and then realised that was a mistake.
Well, the power is God's gift to this young man. He had hit it flat, and by all imagination that would have gone to hand. The only thing was it had the power on it.
Gone. There in the air. Ricardo Powell's magnificent innings has ended with a top-edged pull. He slaps his pad as he walks away. He's annoyed. The West Indies aren't quite there. He wanted to see them home, but he's got them there.
Debashish Mahanti comes into the attack, picks up a wicket. A bit too late, I would say. As we were saying, Debashish Mahanti should have been the bowling option in place of Venkatesh Prasad to come in for his second spell. The reason he has wicket-taking ability, I wouldn't say luck, but there you are. Everybody stands as Ricardo Powell makes his way to the dressing room after playing one of the best one-day innings you'll ever get to see.
So the West Indies, having lost Ricardo Powell for that magnificent 124, Hendy Bryan has come in to take his place.
Slip in position and 5-6 men outside the 30 yards. So pressure being exerted.
He's got it through. So that's 4 of them. It's a good strike by Hendy Bryan. So he's drawn the West Indies to within 2 runs of a victory and the championship. In the air, back comes Kumble, and it drops, and they'll come for the second. The West Indies have won. They've won with 2 overs and a half to spare by 4 wickets. The almost obligatory invasion now of the spectators. But a well-deserved victory by the West Indies, and that man Nehemiah Perry had a significant part to play in it.